What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? Gonna let everybody get in here before we start going crazy. What's going on, everybody? How we doing? I'm actually amazed how good this looks considering it's on my phone. I mean, I have super chat up. Um, if you want to participate in the chat, much appreciated. Um, extra crispy, yo. It's more like well done. Um, Lucian. Shout out to Midnight Marauders and Tribe. Love it. Love it. Love it. What's up, y'all? What's up? Oh my God. Look at all these people, man. Look at all these people. Holy shit, I look red. What the fuck? Whoops. Much love to everybody coming in here. I mean, look, I give all the credit in the world to uh, our guy Michael, who helps out with the show. He's a producer at this point, and he said you need to start going live. And I appreciate everybody jumping in. I mean, we got over 100 people. I was expecting five. Um, so this is fantastic. Is this my first stream? No, I stream on Twitch through TYT's main account every Monday, and it's called Big Rick Energy. I take zero credit for that name. That goes out to producer extraordinaire Brett Ehrlich and his wife, um, who also VM said you're killing it. I appreciate it, but Brett's wife is also killing it because she practically runs all the Twitch stuff that we do on TYT. Yo, Jawan, appreciate you, man. $2, we're fucking rich. But yeah, I mean, look, uh, I've been told that I need to start going live. I would love to. Um, and yeah, and like, look, a friend of a friend he like literally created a PC for me from scratch. So I'm trying to get better at Call of Duty. My KD is like basically a point 0.8, not great, but it's decent. And I'm incredibly skilled at FIFA. I'm trying to play both of those as much as possible. Even though I'm fully vaccinated, I trust nobody. So I'm trying to stay as safe as possible. Someone said, love the background. Who was that? I'm just going to bring my computer on my lap. It is called a laptop. Uh, let's see. Anvith Vanakuri. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I appreciate you. Thank you for chiming in, and thank you everybody for writing in. It's been a weird week. It's been a really fucking weird week. Yo, local trees. Much love, man. Thank you so much. And Nebula Hendrix, obviously related to Jimmy. Um, I appreciate you guys so much. Yo, Papa John, why you hating, bro? Why you hating? Point 0.8 is not decent. It's not. I thought it was all right. A point 0.8 KD is bad. Fuck, man. I thought it was good. I thought it was good. Um, well, fuck me, I guess. I have a .001. Yo, Mets, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be fine. I thought I saw they were nerfing the AMAX, which I'm not happy about. That was my gun. Sunil from Italy. Yo, when the pandemic is over, I'm actually gonna go to Florence because we have friends there where we can stay for free. So I'm gonna be there. What I really want though is to go there when the Milan Derby is taking place, so I could see the San Siro. I have no idea how far that is. I have no idea how far that is from Florence, but yo, I'll take it. I'll totally take it. Yo, Jordan! Yes, Jordan! Thank you so much. And yeah, dude, I'm totally excited. I'm super, super excited. I can't wait. I cannot wait for Kendrick and Cole. Though, like, it's so weird. Over the past few years, my music taste has evolved to literally going backwards. So, like, I've totally dug my heels in like Jungle Brothers, Diggable Planets, like just super old school stuff. Jeffrey, much love from San Fran. I'm gonna be going over there soon, man. I'm gonna be going over there soon. What's wrong with the GOP? How much time you got? There's a lot. Sorry, I'm getting notifications. I just want to get that off of there. Okay, so it was a weird week. It was a weird and odd week in America, and yet here we still are. Block Josh? Why should I block Josh? What's Josh doing? Oh, got it. We'll see how it goes. Spamming equals small wiener energy. Is it with an IE or is it EI? I don't know which one. Yo, F35, what up, dude? What up, what up, what up? I don't know. Let's see how Josh handles everything. I think you guys are taking care of it. So I have a story coming out today where Jim Justice um, is in West Virginia. Yo, B-Row, it's Momo. Real quick, real quick. TYT used to be all about sports. Now it's gone so political. I've seen this comment a lot, and that's totally fine. English breakfast, what's up, dude? I've seen this comment a lot, and it's totally, totally fine. The problem is we don't agree with you. That's why you're hate commenting. If we agreed with your views, you would be loving what we put out. The problem is we don't. We are at an impasse. And for you at this point, you're choosing to continue watching, which is called hate watching. You are doing this. Yo, Jeffrey, appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The reason you keep coming back is because you literally love to hate us. That's it. And as Zed took the words right out of my mouth, sports has always been political. Look up the jockey syndrome. Let me go back to his name. Hang on. I want to not. Bro, it's Momo. Google the jockey syndrome. Read Howard Bryant's book. Read Dave Zirin's book. William C. Roden has a phenomenal book called $40 Million Slaves. Read it. And my fear is that you won't, and that's totally fine. It's totally your choice. But if you are going to come in here on one of the very first live streams and literally just say, you guys are too political, you're not understanding the history of this country. Yo, Byron not only what is it called? Super chatted with a $5 bill, but he also dropped a GIF, right? Isn't that what it is? I do miss your NFL picks. I know I miss it too. But then again, we could do picks on a Sunday. I'd be more than happy to do that. The problem is obviously we're out of season. So the only thing we have left is European football, and Liverpool are trash. I'm still loving watching it. First round of the draft was great. As a Chicago Bears fan, I can't hate on it. I love it. Love it. Cannot believe the Bears got Justin Fields. But I'm going to need to see an MF Doom. Oh, wait. I got my computer right here. Hold up. I'm going to have to see an MF Doom background. Is that what it said? Greg D, what's up, man? I can't find it. If you could comment on that MF Doom thing again, I actually looked into, like, getting a little itty bitty, like, MF Doom mask to go up, like, on here on the shelf, and then it just fell apart. I am a Liverpool fan. I became a Liverpool fan when I went to college, and uh, dudes who were literally going to be in my wedding until we had to narrow it down to 30 people in the back of my now wife's backyard. Um, my college not roommates, people who lived on my dorm floor who were gonna be in my wedding would get up at, like, 4:30 in the morning, and I would get up with them, and we would watch Liverpool games, so I adopted them as my team far before they were, like, this giant, and it's great. It's been fantastic. Uh, Obviously a lot of highs from a few years ago and a lot of lows and a lot of disappointments. Do you feel Julius Randle should be an MVP candidate? Abso-fucking-lutely, yes. 100%. He's not gonna win it, but he'll get a few votes. Totally deserving. This is exactly what we thought he would be. I'll get to your comment in a second. I wanna talk about the Super League. Um, your comment was about Julius Randle, right? Um, this is exactly what we thought he could have been when he was drafted by the Lakers, but then he broke his foot. And then obviously he left, found his ground and his fitting with a good coach who has been torn apart, rightfully so, because Joakim Noah has no legs anymore. Um, why do you think the pandemic? Why do you think the pandemic is one? What do you? Yo, Josh, you're bugging the shit out of me, bro. Okay. We thought that Julius Randle would be the person, the player that he was when he was with the Lakers coming out of Kentucky. We all thought that he was going to be this player when he came out of Kentucky. Broke his foot, rehabbed, was out for a while, found his footing, for lack of a better word. I promise I didn't mean to put that pun in there. And Tom Thibodeau has shown time and time again that he is a good coach. I think the biggest thing is garnering the respect from when he left Chicago and Minnesota, because those were not great. Are you going to speak about the NHL one day? Yeah, I watch the Blackhawks every single game. It's atrocious. It's so hard to watch. Wow, this is Knicks talk? No, someone asked me about Julius Randle. Are we not allowed to talk about the Knicks? I don't understand. Do you listen to any Griselda? I don't know. Put me onto it. Get Greg Popovich on the show. Would love to have Greg Popovich on the show. What's your opinion of Jay-Z and the NFL partnership? It was bad because he affirmed their stance of when he had that press conference with all the media and he literally said, "We're past kneeling." He gave away the game. Who is Griselda? I'm not allowed to play it right here, so I can't partake in it right now. I will afterwards, though. Favorite Premier League team, as I just said, Liverpool. And again, I was not a fan of when they started being great. I was a fan of when they were atrocious because my roommates, again, I said it again, my floor mates on in college would get up super early and I would just watch with them. Keep doing what you're doing, make a ton of sense. Appreciate you, Roland. Thank you, man. Thank you, guys. You guys are just fantastic. Let's see. Can you say happy birthday to my friend Nick? Yeah, Derek, I can. Nick, happy birthday. I have no idea how old you are, but much love, man. What's the thing that Michael Scott says when he leaves? When he leaves, catch you on the flippity flip. What's your opinion on the Super League? Atrocious. Atrocious. And here's the thing, man. You can't be mad. Not that we are. I'm sure a lot of people are not. You literally can't be mad at how European fans are reacting to American owners. And I love what they did. I love how Peter Cech had to come out there to Chelsea fans and be like, all right, we're going to handle this. Calm down. They're like, fuck you. We're not going to handle it. You're not going to handle it. We're doing this. It was incredible. It was so incredible because I know that if that were to happen in America, fans would be pissed on social media and then they would get over it in like a day. I thought it was beautiful. The pushback, the blowback, the criticisms, the critiques, the hatred, the passionate hatred for basically saying, like, okay, so we have this great thing called the Champions League. So, like, if Leicester were to get in there, we're basically saying screw the Leicesters of the world. Screw them. Forget about them. What's that team that's really good in Belgium? Starts with an N. Screw the Belgian teams. I mean, it's horrible. Horrible. So, with that being said, I despise, excuse me, just had a salad. I despise the Super League. I'm glad that there were retractions. I'm really curious why it is taking so long for other clubs, why it took other clubs so long to pull out, and why they haven't apologized yet. And it's literally because of ego at this point. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows it. It's a cash grab, and it's bullshit. Anderlecht? No, it's not Anderlecht. Let me see. I swear it starts with an N. I don't know. I don't know. I like seeing Bruce top the table, though. It was a cash grab. That was it. Yo, Teresa! Teresa McFarland gifted 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Let's see. There was a question here about like albums or something. Can you ask it again? I'm not trying to like get my laptop in the shot. I'm sorry. Zed, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. See, Carlos is in it with Madrid. Yo, Jeffrey Brown, he tweeted Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun, Conway the Machine. Benny the Butcher's last album is so fucking solid. If he were to come to LA, I would go in a heartbeat. So strong. So strong. Roland, keep doing what you're doing. Oh, that was old. Sorry, I'm way behind. Thoughts on the Academy Awards? Literally none. My wife was watching it, I think, while I was playing Call of Duty. Rick, why do you think everyday folks idolize athletes? What true value does an athlete give towards society? Loaded question. That was from America the Free. Chelsea or Real Madrid, who's going to win the final? Real Madrid. Probably Real Madrid. They're so strong. Okay, why do you think folks idolize athletes? What true value does an athlete give towards society? Well, I think it's different. Yo, Black Cougar, thank you. Black Cougar, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's take the political undertones of the question away for a second. Think of the weight that Cristiano Ronaldo carries. He's a global symbol. People know who he is off the bat. Super successful, which means with all of that culminating into one, people look up to him. Okay. So it is inherent. Like, even if, what up, Nicholas? Even if someone is like, even if Charles Barkley is like, I am not a role model. Was Johnny Lotto flirting with Black Cougar in the chat? If the sparks are flying, go for it. So, like, when Charles Barkley said he's not a role model, like, that's fine. You could choose not to be, but inherently you are. So, the reason we idolize folks like LeBron or Messi or Mike Trout or Simone Biles is because they are doing the unthinkable to us who are, like, athletic or not, we're not at that level. So, basically, there is this flaw within us. There's this flaw within us of loving to see what we cannot do. We cherish it. In your words, we idolize it. So, basically, they're stars, they're marketed very well, very heavily. Whenever they tweet something, it gets like, I don't know, 10,000 retweets, even if they're not doing it for a retweet and they're just saying, like, stop killing us, like LeBron does. Um, that's why. Because when you see an advertisement of like Mookie Betts and then you see him in person, there's a reason why you're taken aback. It's because you're literally starstruck. That's why they're idolized. It's a long-winded answer, but I hope I answered your question. Oh, I love this question. Sanchez won BJJ, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. So I appreciate your question and I appreciate you doing something if you are a mixed martial artist, doing something that exercises your mind. His question was, if BLM was created for police brutality, that's a great thing. Why hasn't an organization been created for black on black crime so communities can improve and develop? So I know your stance already um, on almost everything because if you're um, who's that? Nebula again. Thank you so much. Nebula again. Thank you so much. I'm gonna answer Nebula's question because they super chatted, and I'll get back to Sanchez. Thoughts about Russell Westbrook? Honestly, feel with the analytics breaking down the game to a science, he should have been in a winning situation. I really like what Russell Westbrook because so many people hate him. I love how Stephen A. despises him and his wife when all he does is put up numbers game after game. Um, I think his legacy would be very different if Oklahoma City closed out. Same with Kevin Durant's. They couldn't close. It would be super different. But I love Russell Westbrook. Love. Okay. So Sanchez's question was, I know KD blew the series. I know, but I like Durant too. I'm not gonna hate on him. I think I'm just confessing here. I think what Bryce, I'll get to your question in a second, but I think the biggest thing for me is when you learn these guys' stories, guys and girls who participate in professional athletics, to hear their stories, to be in locker rooms and see a majority, if not all reporters, journalists, media folk alike be white, and then criticize this athlete for not hitting a home run in the bottom of the ninth or going 10 of 30 in a basketball game. Though I'm not saying those aren't important things, there's just more to it than the game. Herm Edwards said, "You play to win the game," and I appreciate that. I appreciate Kareem Ray. Thank you so much. I appreciate the art of sport, but I also think that if they're helping their community, if they're not getting arrested, if they're staying out of trouble, like why are we tearing down these people? Why? Okay, so Sanchez's comment was, "What about black on black crime?" So let's be really clear about this. If your rebuttal to Black Lives Matter is what about black on black crime, then what you're totally disregarding is that only a few percentage points less, what's really high up there? White on white crime. You're also trying to get away with being bigoted against the situations, unfortunately, that Black Americans are in this country when they are placed in underdeveloped areas, the proximity to who lives around them, because as we still know, there is segregation in this country. Milwaukee Bucks players said that Milwaukee is a deeply segregated city. Living in Chicago, I've seen it is still segregated in parts. So a lot of times the percentage is, Ido, thank you. Ido Shapira, thank you so much. So a lot of times people commit crimes against other people who, for one, they know, two, they live within a certain radius, and three, you don't know what situation they are in, whether it's financially or not, that they are committing a crime. So I despise your question because I don't think that it's rooted in good faith. I think it's just basically a Fox News talking point. Red Lantern. Thank you so much, Red. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Rick, love the content. Surprised you didn't cover the horrid WWE and their COVID protocols and union tendencies and how happy they are regardless of how much profit they made. I've actually covered that. I've covered that a few times. I think if you just go to our page and search WWE, you'll probably find it. I think you'll probably find it. I live in Baltimore, and Baltimore is very segregated too, said Xavier Palsy. Paisley? Paisley, my bad. I literally just got glasses and I can't see. My bad. My fault. My bad. Okay. Yeah, Black Cougar gets it. Chicago's super segregated. Look, I'm from the north side. I lived in the city, and it's super segregated. It sucks. It's awful. Okay, someone asked me about Justin Fields. Huge win. The only caveat is Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace get a higher tenure, get more years because of the move they made. We all knew Mitch Trubisky was a reach. Obviously, everyone knows it at this point. They could have had Patrick Mahomes. They could have had Deshaun Watson, and they traded up to get Mitch Trubisky, who started 1 year in college and couldn't even beat out, I believe his name is Marquise Wilson or Williams, one of the two. Trubisky couldn't beat him out. So he had to wait a year. Wilson or Williams, again, I'm blanking on his name, went to the Canadian Football League. It tells you a lot about Mitch Trubisky. I think it's great that he signed with the Buffalo Bills. I wish him nothing but the best. He's just not a starter. That was a fireable offense from Ryan Pace. Fireable. He made up for it by trading up to get Justin Fields. Totally fine with it. Basically, all the Bears have needed since the Cody Parkey game is a quarterback. That's it. Ryan Pace can build a team. Not great with the line. Not great with safeties. Although he drafted Eddie Jackson. But getting Justin Fields, it's going to take a few years, will solidify them in the playoffs because I think he's the best quarterback of this draft. The most horrible pick like Tim Couch? No. And again, I'm not dogging him, but one of the worst picks was Jamarcus Russell because he said that he would watch film. So they would give him, this is back in VHS days, they would give him a blank VHS. He would come in. They'd say, hey, did you watch film? He's like, yeah, I got it, coach. So you watched it? Yeah, I did. There was nothing on the tape. Over Trevor Lawrence? Yes. Jeffrey Ortle. Thank you, Jeffrey. Appreciate it. question. What are your, I assume, thoughts? What are your thoughts about Candace Owens saying there's no racism within this country, despite the fact that Colin Kaepernick gave up his career for standing up against racism? Come on, Candace, NFL. I mean, Candace Owens is what she is, man. She's in the same vein as the Whitlocks of the world. Tim Scott said the same thing as a rebuttal to Joe Biden's speech a few days ago, that there's no racism in this country. It's the same exact thing. Same thing. Candace Owens is on the record, and then I don't want to talk about her anymore. Candace Owens was on the record saying all this stuff like racism doesn't exist and Black Lives Matter is terrible. And she asked the NAACP to help her with her case when she was in high school at 17 years old, I believe. Because there were white students who called her the N-word and racially abused her. So she knows. She knows. It's unfortunate. What are your thoughts on NFL in Toronto or another large city? Asked Jeffrey. Watching you from Newfoundland and love your content. Thank you, Jeffrey. What are my thoughts on the NFL in Toronto? I honestly haven't thought about it because I was more focused on Montreal getting a baseball team again. That's something I would love to see. Because the Expos are the Expos, man. It's legendary stuff. I don't know how well received it would be, but I'm not trying to be a dick here. I'm just stating the obvious that an NFL team is marketably better and bigger, and not in all cases, but in some positions, more talented than CFL teams. The question is, would Canadian Football League fans really like watching an NFL product that is drastically different? It's in the same category of football, but it's drastically different. So I don't know. But I'd like to see them get the Expos back before an NFL team makes that jump. Plus, like, the NFL wants to go to Europe so badly. So badly. And look, I'm not an event planner, so I don't know scheduling wise how that would work. I would assume like that English team would stay in the States for like 8 weeks, and then maybe they would close out 8 straight at home. Like, I don't know. Chris Paul literally chimes in. Where do you rank Chris Paul all-time point guards? He's up there, but I don't know. Where would I rank Chris Paul on the all-time point guards list? That's a really good question. It's a really good question. Whew. Phenomenal question, actually. Because he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but is he top 5? That's the question. And if not, is he top 3? I don't know. I'm gonna get back to you because I don't want to talk out loud of like, here are the guys that I like and blah blah blah. Where do you rank Bill the Goat Russell in a totally separate category? Let's see. American football is basically rugby. What NBA team would you bring back to the original city? That's super easy. Seattle. That is like, chalk it up. That's the easiest. The easiest. Chris Paul just goes under John Stockton, said America the Free. Carlos said Magic, Stockton, then everyone else. Well, what about Jason Kidd? I don't know. It's such a packed position. I don't know. Seattle was a fun town when the Sonics were there. Yeah, it was. I went to Seattle for the Final Four in '95 when Ed O'Bannon and his brother, I believe, were on that team. Um, and man, that town was fun. Although I will say, I also went to the Final Four when Carmelo Anthony and Syracuse beat Kirk Heinrich, Wayne Simeon, and Kansas, and New Orleans was a bump in town. So fun. Who are the White Sox going to play in the World Series? I mean, I'd love to see the Cubs White Sox, but it's not going to happen. Kid is up there. Our off-court drama lowers his stat. That's fine. Are the A's staying? Oh, man, I hope so. I would hate to see the Oakland A's leave. You know who else would? Ben Mankiewicz. Ben Mankiewicz would despise it. Yeah, that would suck. I don't like seeing teams move, but again, it's not surprising because that's just how sports is. It's just how sports is. Okay, I think I have my five. Um, in no order, John Stockton, Steph Curry, Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, and then the fifth is a toss up. I'm between like I guess I'm between Nash and CP3. Those are the two. And even if no one thinks it and agrees with it, Nash still won the MVP. So I don't know. Bring the Grizzlies back to Vancouver. I'm dead. I'm dead ass. Would they support them? Because I don't know. I don't know. Jesus Menzies. What up, dude? POTUS Forest says NCAA is exceedingly exploitative. Totally. It's horrible. Pat Sullivan said Nate Tiny Archibald. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. How do I sound, by the way? Not with my voice being raspy because I've been talking all day, but like with these AirPods. Are they shit? Are they shit or are they decent? Man, I need some tea. Best NBA team that never won a championship. Super easy. The 73 win Golden State Warriors when they lost. Sound is great. Sound is fine. All right. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. They lost. That's the best team, literally statistically, to never win a championship. And Kyrie hit the biggest shot in Cleveland Cavaliers history. Kyrie hit the biggest shot in Game 7 history. Period. Surprisingly good audio. Thanks, dude. I'm surprised too that it sounds all right. I mean, every interview I ever, what up, Arturo? Every interview I ever hear that like I'm cutting and editing for clips, whenever someone uses their AirPods, it sounds horrible. But maybe they're using them and they're talking through like their like MacBook Pro microphone. I don't know. Yeah, LBJ the same. Block my chains. Yeah, clutch play before it. James, what do you mean, bro? What are you talking about? I literally have no idea what you're talking about. I'm curious how you are aligned with TYT. I work for them. Fuck. You sound perfectly fine, Rick. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Every organization has troubled people from within. It's weeding them out that needs to be trimmed. I literally don't understand the context of your question. Getting rid of the fat in organizations. Again, what organization are you talking about, bro? Is James Dolan the worst? Yeah, he's up there. He's a humongous MAGA guy. He's a MAGA guy who has not paid taxes on Madison Square Garden. He has local politicians in his pocket, but then again, that's politics 101. What's your take on the increase of three-pointers, Lionel asks? More fun or less? Shoutouts from Germany. Where in Germany? I want to go to Germany. Seems fun. I'd really like to see Red Bull Leipzig play. I think that'd be dope. What's my take on more three-pointers? It's fine. The game's evolving. The game's totally evolving. Cool with it. I mean, you got to hit them. It's cliche, but it's make or miss. Oh, you're in Stuttgart. Cool. It's awesome, man. Thank you for watching. You got to hit them. I'm fine with the uptick. Although, like, I know this is super old, but like, Lente Profano from the DR. Thank you, man. Thanks for watching. Janice Mitchell. Thank you. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I mean, this is a super old school take, but like, I miss seeing the Hakeems of the world and the Shaqs of the world. I love seeing that footwork. It's just evolved to seeing Kyrie make people look stupid with his dribbling and his handles instead of with a dream shake. It's just different, but I'm fine with it. I'm totally cool with it. Super entertaining, super high scoring. I love seeing 250 points. It's cool. I like it. Zion going to be the next? The next what? I don't understand. What college mascots are insensitive and need a name change? I don't know. You tell me. It sounds like you came prepared. Hakeem was a master. He was so good. TYT should be on a mainstream channel by now. I mean, I guess, but that would I might get in trouble for this, but like, wouldn't that go against our core value of like not being mainstream? The only reason we succeed is because of you guys. That's it. The only reason we have a channel is because of you guys. So like if like MSNBC were to be like, yo, we want to give TYT 4 hours of programming, all we're taking then is corporate money. So I think it would go against it would literally run counter to what we are. So I'm against it. Jesus, man, keep up the good work with all your vids and journalism. Bro, I'm not a journalist, but I appreciate the love. Thank you. I keep getting these. God. I keep getting all these emails, man. It's crazy. I love Zach Levine. Chicago needs to surround him with talent. It's coming. Political question from Young Nebula. Thank you for the 5. How do you feel about them one-dimensional PragerU ads? Some of them are irritating, honestly. I have no idea. I've never seen them. Are they on our videos? If so, that's also troublesome. I hope not. Kevin with the 5. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thanks for the work you do. No, thank you. As I said before, we can't do this without you guys, man. Can't do it without you guys. Baylor06 says this channel sucks. You know, I gotta hand it to you. You must be fucking lonely if you keep coming here knowing that the product sucks in your own mind. But thanks for watching. Appreciate you pushing us with your comments. Let's see. College baseball, lack of funds, needs attention. Tweet me where you're coming from, man. Tweet me where you're coming from, and I'll look into it. Again, guys, I'm not a journalist. A journalist is someone like, do I have sources in like very small places? Yeah, but like I'm not going out of my way to like verify through like journalism is very different from what we do. And I know like my perspective on journalism is probably different than maybe some other people who work in the company, but that's just my belief. I don't view myself as a journalist. Do you like cacti? What? I don't know. No idea. Jeremiah, I have not. I have not. If the video game company Sega sponsored a basketball team in Seattle called the Sonics with a hedgehog mascot, how would you feel? I love that comment. I love that comment. But like, you could make Sonic. Um, you could. How old do you think I am, bro? You can make Sonic the mascot, but you um you can't have like a huge Sonic the Hedgehog head on the jersey. I would despise that. It could be like a little small thing. But like you can't have like a huge Sonic, you know? And then we'll learn that like Sonic is super pro Blue Lives Matter, and then we'll be like, eh. Nebula, another 5. Thank you, bro. TYT has to check out the PragerU ads on YouTube ASAP. Great topic info. And Nebula Hendrix is my burner YouTube channel, by the way. All right, check them out. What? Anitra Hooper says, yes, PragerU comes up on TYT videos. That shouldn't be. I mean, I don't know what I could do, but I'm going to pass this stuff along. I'm not 26. That's troublesome. I don't like seeing those ads on our videos. That's also runs counter. Man, that's fucked. What the hell? Prager is garbage? Totally. You know how I know Prager's garbage? They put Dave Rubin on. That piece of shit. That sellout dude. Do you keep up with UFC here and there? Dana White hates me. Let's see what else. Nicholas, what are you talking about, man? Hang on, I'm gonna close the door. Whoa! Holy shit! I guess things do really fall apart. Super roots comment. All right, there we go. I mean, if you guys could guess my age, I'll tell it, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to. Let's see. Do you like cactus plants? I have no idea, bro. No idea. I'm also not like the planning type. They made a pro-slavery video on PragerU. They did? Is that true? They did? Wow, you guys are way off with the age stuff. Dude, have I really aged that much? Holy shit. I used to not get carded anymore. I used to not get carded previously. Literally can't even remember the last time I bought alcohol. Yes, I saw it on an ad. Oh my God. For real? For real? They really did that? Oh my God, that's horrible. It's horrible and at the same time not surprising. Not surprising in the slightest. Hey, I'm live right now. I'll talk to you in a little. And that is what it's like working in media. My wife just popped in, and once she learned that I was live, she immediately closed the door. I'm gonna look into this. I had no idea. I had no clue. What's your take on the NBA playoff play-in games? Whatever. Whatever. Don't love it. I see PragerU before tons of leftist videos. It's also not surprising, man. Like, if you look at some of the top performing content on different platforms, it's all right wing. It's so fucking weird. What is your favorite t-shirt that you own? I used to have a Sonic shirt. That was dope. My favorite t-shirt. I don't know. I'm a big hoodie guy. I was literally looking in my closet to like see do I like any of those, and I don't. I actually, you know what? I will show you. I mean, I have a favorite hoodie. Get out of this small ass space. Hang on. Okay. This is my favorite hoodie because if you get it, it's the best. And if you don't, well, it's up to you. Does anybody know what this is? Anybody? Does anybody get it? That's my favorite. Nobody? Not Killer Mike. Jordan. Red Lantern. Yep. Come on, man. Black Thought from the Roots, baby. Black Thought. The best. The absolute best. If you sit down, maybe take a little puff, and listen to any Roots album, first to last song, you will understand where I'm coming from. No one does it better. Shrimp Howard said your Jufro is receding. No, it's called getting a haircut, you fucking moron. I literally just farted on your comment. Game Theory was genius. Game Theory was so good. Diamond weight loss, indeed. How else do I do this job? Black Adam might be fire. Who's Black Adam? Should I know who this is? Do you like Dead Prez? Yeah. I was gonna have Dead Prez on the Twitch show, but then unfortunately, we couldn't get the setup working out. But hopefully soon I will. Nebula with another 5. Thanks, dude. Last question: who you got coming out of the Western Conference? I'm upset about Jamal Murray. Yeah, that's so tough, bro. It sucks. Who do I have coming out of the West? Unfortunately, the Lakers. It's not even unfortunate. History has proven that when LeBron is in the playoffs, it's just a different beast. Don't bet against him. Just don't. I love Jamal Murray. I also loved Gary Harris until he got injured. And this is not coming from a Lakers fan. I'm a Bulls fan. I'll literally prove it to you. This is where my computer was sitting until I put it in my lap. It's a 96 NBA Chicago Bulls playoffs seat from Old Chicago. No, was it Old Chicago State? No, it was from the United Center. I mean, the Bulls are my team. It's super hard to watch, but I still do it just to I guess, punish myself. Screwed up my shot. Whatever. What up, Eric? It is hard. I know you're laughing, but like it is hard to watch. It's super hard to watch. How like this is why us sports fans like have screws loose. Like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and just hoping for a different outcome. I watched the Bulls and the Blackhawks. I know what's going to happen and I keep watching. I'm dreadful mentally. Dreadful. Nebula's a Bulls fan, of course. My guy. That's painful as hell. Look, I was a Cubs fan. Not was. I am a Cubs fan. But I saw how terrible they were year after year after year. My grandfather unfortunately passed away. This was his old pipe and his old glasses. Um, he would tell me about how many horrible teams he saw. And then the curse finally broke. Those are the moments we live for as sports fans. Those are the moments. What was your reaction of the whole infamous Steve Bartman catch? Bro, I cried. I was young. I cried. But I didn't cry because I was mad at Bartman. I cried because they lost. And like what everyone doesn't remember is Alex Gonzalez, who was like a gold glove shortstop, also could not get out of the inning on a routine ground ball. Uh, I was young at the time, but I hated obviously the outcome and how Chicago reacted. It was horrible. Horrible. Hate it. You're telling me my brother is a big Mets fan because we lived a few train stops away. Oh, from Citi Field? Used to live over there? Yeah, the Marlins won. It was terrible. The Bulls own the Knicks? No, they don't. They used to. Different time now. They got obliterated by the Knicks. Well, they were down like 20 something in the first quarter. I think they only lost by like 8 or 10. Still awful. How often do these Q&As happen? Hopefully every Friday. Love your content, Rick. Didn't know you were a Cubs fan. I'd say sorry, but as a Cardinals fan, I laugh at your pain. That's fine. That's fine. I appreciate the Cardinals the way I appreciate the Packers. They're just well-run organizations. I don't root for them, but I appreciate what they do from a pure sports perspective. Do you actually like your job? Yeah. What? Phoenix Bolin asked if I like my job. Yeah, without question. Hey, Rick, thanks for being you, said FBA Strong. Love your content and defense for our community. Thanks for saying everything I can't. Please expose the truth. Love your coverage. Love your convictions. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Um, I will be here every Friday then. Appreciate it, Larry. Who's your favorite Dominican baseball player of all time? Vlad. Easy. Vladimir Guerrero. The best 0-2 hitter and the best first pitch hitter I've ever seen. Period. Oh, Jeffrey! Appreciate it, Jeffrey. Jeffrey with the 15. Gotta go. Thanks for live streaming from San Francisco. I live 10 minutes away from where. Oh, the stick. Nice. What are they even doing with the stick now? What are they doing with it? I know they moved to Santa Clara. Friends of friends like helped out, I think, with Levi's Stadium. But yeah, who's your favorite Asian baseball player? Ichiro, no question. Do you know any MAGA personally? I do. We're no longer friends, which is okay. It's fine. As a Red Sox fan, I could say that the Cubs will also have their day in the sun. There is no curse. They won. They won, bro. They're good. Totally fine. I'm telling you, I can't believe I saw them win. I'm shocked. I literally thought it would never happen. Shocked. I mean, all I was told was it's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. So to see it happen was exquisite. It's awesome. Who's my favorite Puerto Rican baseball player? Probably Pudge. Probably Pudge. Grew up with Pudge. Go Detroit Lions. Said weird and quirky. Love the pick, bro. It was a really solid pick. Bonds 2004 home run in Yankee Stadium. That's probably the greatest hitter I've ever seen. Barry Bonds is probably the greatest. Jeffrey with the 2, thank you. Right now the stick is just a giant lump of dirt. Well, they gotta turn it into something. What up, Rob? Is the movie Everybody's Hero Yankees propaganda? I literally have never seen it, nor have I heard of it. I don't have a clue. Puerto Rican players are amazing. Yeah, they are. They're awesome. They're totally awesome. I mean, who's another one? Beltran. My dad saw Clemente. Like, that's what I'm jealous of. He got to see the greatest five-tool player of all time play. That's what hurts. Um, what's the? I think I saw what's the finals going to be. Probably the Nets and the Lakers. But I don't know. The East is so up for grabs. What's my favorite book? I don't have one. I've read a lot though. Thoughts on the steroid era? Yeah, they should just let them in and make a separate wing. Yeah, they cheated, but baseball allowed it. Baseball profited off of it. Bud Selig literally allowed it. He was like, "Oh yeah, we need the lockout happened. We need people to come back to baseball. Let's have 600-foot home runs to get everyone back in." And we ate it up. But he allowed it. He knew it was happening. So just let him in. Let him in and make a wing. McGuire and Sammy was too obvious. Yeah, and like Paul LaDuca hitting like 50 home runs was also incredible. How do I work for TYT Sports? I can email my resume. I wish we were hiring, bro. I wish we were hiring. I would say just check out the TYT website. Any thoughts about Alex Rodriguez? No. Um, I Davis asked that. I'll say this: I wish it went to KG. It's game recognized game. I wish Kevin Garnett was chairman, at least partial chairman of the Timberwolves. That would have been great. But Glenn Murray won't let it happen. Once Payrod left Seattle, he was done. That's not true. That's not true. He was good in Texas, and he was good with the Yanks. When Griffey left, it was heartbreaking. Yeah, for sure. And Randy Johnson haven't really recovered, unfortunately. I feel bad for him. I'd love to see the Mariners do better. Stinks, man. Who are your inspirations in YTYT? I believe in the message. I believe that we can get money out of politics. And as I got older, I realized how intertwined sports and politics are. Who are my inspirations? I mean, you guys are going to be like, oh, surprise, surprise, but Muhammad Ali, Jackie Robinson, and Colin Kaepernick. They're true inspirations. They're heroes. What do you think is the future of the traditional sport versus esports? Question asked from a gamer and baseball lover. Yeah, they're going in opposite directions. Like, even I find myself watching Twitch. One, because I have a Twitch show, so I wanted to know the format and I wanted to do my own research. But I also enjoy watching guys like Joe Woe and like a few others play because they're just so fucking good. They're doing things that I can't do. So as I see esports go on the rise and selling out stadiums, meanwhile, the Tampa Bay Rays can't sell out a home playoff baseball game, they're clearly going in opposite directions. What they need to start doing for baseball is getting younger people involved by literally asking them what they want out of the sport. Because although participation isn't necessarily going like plummeting, it's going down, but it's not plummeting. They should be trying to get like 8-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 15-year-olds, what they love about baseball and replicate that. Do you think Lawrence is better than Zach Wilson? Yes, 100%. What are your thoughts on the illegal streaming of sports? It's always going to be there, bro. Not everyone can afford a $59.99 or a $99.99 pay-per-view. It's a tough ask for a lot of people in this country who are struggling. No, we're not doing that. See ya, Hemp. Shemp. No, not doing that. Don't be a douche. Sounds like you got sinuses like me. No, it's just been a long week, dude. Sorry if I sound like shit. NFL Sunday ticket is ridiculous. Yeah, it's so expensive. Which NBA Hall of Famer's legacy has suffered the most to Jordan? Isaiah Thomas. And definitely Malone and Stockton. And Patrick Ewing. Because look, if the proof was in the pudding that when Jordan went to play baseball, the Knicks went to the finals. They just lost out to the Houston Rockets, who went back to back. If Jordan wasn't there, it would have been super competitive. But look, man, he's great. He's great. You can't deny his greatness. Rodman? No, absolutely not. No. Yes, otherwise the Bulls would have won 8 straight titles. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'd probably say those players respectively. Um, Shredder says, "What's up, Rick? Content is always on point. Fight the good fight. Appreciate it." But the Knicks were up 3-2 in the finals against the Rockets in '95, and they blew the lead. Yeah, but they went to the finals. That's the point. If Jordan was there that year, they would have had no shot of going to the finals. That would have been a long, grueling season. So, any news on Qatar FIFA protests? Yeah, but like they're not going to do anything. Basically, the protests are like we're going to wear shirts and we're going to go to midfield and we're going to do this and that. But the problem is the players aren't going to participate in any protests because that's where they make their money. Like look at James Rodriguez when he was with Colombia and he had an incredible World Cup. When he had that incredible World Cup, where did he go next? He went to Real Madrid. There's too much at stake. The players hold all the power. Are there going to be ramifications and repercussions? Yes. But if they are a cohesive collective unit and they say that they are not going to participate, it'll be moved. It'll be moved. If players withhold their labor, the games don't go on, the advertisers don't get any bang for their buck, and the owners slash chairmen make zero money. They need the players. They need the players more than the players need the higher ups. The game literally does not get played. What are you going to do? Are you going to put out all 32 owners uh, in a respective sport and go play each other and separate them by conference? No, of course not. What do you think about people comparing Jordan and Steph Curry? Hate it. Two completely different players. Did you hear about that CEO Sam Johnson story? I did. That guy is a douche. Douche. Yeah, that story pissed me off, man. Didn't he get let go? I'm pretty sure he did. Let me see. Yeah, he got let go. Let's see. Bayern or Borussia Dortmund? Bayern. Bayern leads the table. Lillard or Curry? Curry. He's more accomplished, but I freaking love Damian Lillard. I bought NBA League Pass, so I catch all the Blazers. Not all. I catch some Blazers games. Whenever it's in the fourth quarter and it's close, I will literally go to my wife. I'm like, and she'll perk up. She'll go, Dame time? I'm like, Dame time. I hate that they traded Gary Trent, though. I really liked him. All right, y'all. Well, this was fun. I'm glad we got to do this. I have no idea that I was going for 73 minutes. My God. Um, I got a lot of love for you guys for coming in here on like literally no notice at all. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't already, uh, subscribe to TYT Sports with what we're doing. I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate everybody chatting with me. Um, if you want to holler at me, get at me on Twitter. I'm on there. I've pretty much quit Instagram because it's too fucking toxic. Um, and if any of you are like really good at Call of Duty, show me the way. Show me the way because I am just dog shit. Dog shit. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Much love to everybody. Have a good weekend as well. And I'll see you next week. All right, y'all. That's my finger.